Hey, Anthony, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, I'm sorry about all that. Good to have you on the show. Let's get right into it. As I was getting all excited when I was introducing you, you stole the headlines on Saturday when at the press conference, Dana White, and I'm not talking about the amazing red suit that you're wearing. We'll get to that later on. But Dana White says that you texted him and said you want to fight Anthony Pettis. Is this true? Not Anthony Pettis, Jose Aldo. Is this true?
Yeah, man. I'm at the point in my career where I wanna fight the best in the world, and 145 was always an option for me. I just was doing good at 155, and Eric Koch was down there, tearing things up, and that's my teammate. So, I wouldn't say I'm done at 55 or 145 is a for sure drop. It's just if it makes sense and they can keep me from having to wait for all these title shots, and I say let's do it.
Was this something that you were thinking about before you saw him fight in person on Saturday, or when you were watching him, you all of a sudden thought, "Wow, I want to fight this guy"?
No, I think it's something I've been thinking for a while. He's on the top pound for pound list, and that's where I want to be at. I want to be, the best fighter in the world, in my weight classes or around my weight classes. So, the only way you can do that is to beat the guys that are there already.
Now, are you able to make 145? Like, do you think that's a good cut for you?
I don't think it'd be a hard cut. I only cut like 2 pounds making 55. And I have a clean diet, but I barely cut any weight when it's time to get down to 55. So, if my teammate Eric Koch can do it, I'm pretty sure I could.
So what was Dana's response when you said that you wanted to fight Aldo?
He didn't say anything back. I still haven't received a text message back.
What?
So, I'm not sure if nothing. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's something he doesn't want to see, or from the press conference it sounds like he's interested, but you know how that goes. I'm pretty sure he doesn't want to say anything, and then it gets taken away, or I'm sure it has to make sense for everybody.
So are you surprised he didn't at least write you back and say, okay, thanks, or something? Because he told the world about this. Are you surprised you didn't get a text back?
No, I think either he's waiting to shoot his words wisely and making sure he doesn't promise me something that doesn't happen again, or he did announce it, so it's definitely crossed his mind.
So would you rather, let's say they said to you, okay, you're gonna, we'll give you the lightweight title shot. You just have to wait for the winner of Benson and Gill and then wait for them to get ready. Or we'll book this fight right now and maybe you get that fight in 4 months, which would obviously be before Benson and Gill since they're fighting in 3 months. Would you rather do that?
Man, honestly, right now, I don't know. I don't want to wait. So I know Aldo just fought. I know I can make 45. I think the world wants to see that fight. It's fireworks written all over that one for sure. But I still want the 155 strap too. So I'm torn in between both. I think me and Benson have some unfinished business, and I think I'm the guy that can beat Ben Henderson. But I'm just tired of waiting, man. So I'm just stuck. I hate being in these positions where I can't do anything. I can't fight. I can't take fights, and I want to keep going.
What happens if you fight Aldo and beat him, and you're the champion? They're not going to let you go back up to 155 and hold 2 belts, right?
I don't know. Who knows, man? I know I can beat Ben Henderson. He's a very good guy. I respect him. I respect all these guys. They all got great skills, but I think they need to book the fights that the world want to see, and I think the world wants to see both of these fights. And I'm excited to be part of either one.
What was the response that you got from your fans, like on Twitter and whatnot, when this came out? Do you think they're more excited to see you fight Aldo or to see you wait and fight the winner of Gill versus Benson?
Honestly, it was like a little more mixed than I expected. I thought everybody wanted to see the Aldo fight. He's a dominant champion. He looks good doing it, and but it was mixed. I got a lot of people on Twitter saying, I want to see Ben Henderson versus Pettis too. Some people wanted to see the Aldo fight, but I think that's why they both make great fights. People want to see both of them.
Can I give you my opinion?
Yeah, I'd like to hear it.
I really want to see you fight Benson again. I think it's such a great fight. It's such an easy sell. You show the Showtime kick over and over again. You beat him, so there's a history there. Of course, if Gill wins, you're still a contender, and I don't want to lose that fight. So I am torn as well. But when I first heard the news, I was very excited about, wow, Pettis versus Aldo, this sounds incredible. But now I kind of want to see you stick around and see what you could do at 155, because I think you could possibly be the best at 155.
Yeah, I agree, man. I feel like I've been, even after the loss to Guida, I still said on my Twitter handle I'm the best lightweight fighter in the world, and I still firmly believe that. But like I said earlier, man, I'm looking for the big fights. I think both of these fights are big, and it's kind of just up to the UFC to pick which one they want me to be part of.
What did you think of Aldo's performance? You were there, you watched it. What did you think of what he did on Saturday?
I'm always impressed with Aldo. Frankie Yeager is tough as they come, and I mean he only gets better in the ending rounds. I think we've seen in the Hominick fight that Aldo kind of dies out in the ending rounds. Fourth, fifth round isn't his his strong point. But I mean he's always dangerous. So I'm always impressed with the guy. He's got tons of skill. It wasn't a fact to me calling him out because I've seen some holes in his game, or I thought I could expose him here, expose him here. He's one of the best pound for pound fighters in the world, and I want to be on that list.
Between Aldo, Benson, Gill, who do you think's the toughest opponent?
Tough to call. I mean, considering the weight cut, to the 145, I don't know how I feel down there. I've never fought at 145. I'm a small 155er, so it's if it comes down to skill, I would say Aldo, man. Aldo's one of them guys that he's good everywhere, and he looks dominant doing it. I mean, he just beat the 155 champ that beat BJ Penn, and he didn't look bad doing it.
You know what's interesting? You have been frustrated because you were promised a title shot essentially twice, and it didn't materialize. And then on Saturday, when this came out and everyone was very excited, Ricardo Lamas, who beat your friend Eric Koch 2 Saturdays ago, said, "What am I, Mirage?" Essentially feeling like he was getting looked past and kind of ignored. Do you feel for a guy like that? Because now you may go down and take away his title shot.
Man, I feel for him, bro. But like you said, I was in the same position twice. I mean, I was there. I was the next guy in line, and it all depends on who the UFC wants to see fight. And that's what it's all about. I think if who can sell the tickets, who can sell the pay-per-views, and who do the fans want to see fight. Well, no disrespect to Lamas, dude's very good. I mean, he beat my teammate Eric Koch, and I think super highly of Eric Koch, one of the best well-rounded fighters on our team. So, I mean, Lamas is right up there also. But like I said, I think it's just, at the end of the day, it comes down to what the fans want to see and what the UFC thinks makes sense.
Side note, how's Eric feeling?
Honestly, we haven't talked much. He went back to Iowa for a little bit, so he's back home visiting his family. We had a couple text messages. He seems motivated. I mean, you got to, after a loss, you got to come back 10 times stronger. I know this because I've been there twice.
Right.
And I think we're going to see the best Eric Koch his next fight.
By the way, were you maybe a little more motivated to fight Jose after you saw him jump off the cage? Was he trying to copy you and send a message, or what?
No, I mean, he's just that kind of a fighter. I mean, you put two of them kind of fighters in the same cage, he's just unpredictable. I mean, he can do it. He's a top-level soccer player, a great athlete. So, I mean, and so am I. So I think that's why some of the fans want to see that fight also. I mean, you're not going to know what you're going to see in that fight.
And he has flirted with going up to 155. Would you try to campaign for that, or do you want to fight for a belt?
I want to fight for a belt, man. That's the intriguing part for me. I mean, it's another belt, and I don't think the weight cut would be impossible. I think it's something I can pretty easily do. So, I mean, the belt's what's intriguing me in that, and I mean, who knows what happens. I mean, if this thing doesn't come through, he comes to 155. Yeah, I mean, definitely want to fight him, but I'm looking to get these straps right now.
So let's just clear it up. Like, let's say Dana White or Sean Shelby or Joe Silva calls you right now. Anthony, what do you want to do? We'll give you this title shot if you want it, or you can wait to see what happens in April. What are you choosing?
Man, right now, like it's so fresh and brand new that I'm trying to clear a path to get to both of these belts. I mean, they say you can fight Jose Aldo in 3 months, and then you get the winner of Henderson Gilbert, and I'm signing the contract there.
But what if you can't choose both? I mean, you may not be able to have the cake and eat it, right?
We'll see. I mean, that's up to the UFC, man. I'm not going to make any decisions or close any doors until they decide what they want to see. So I mean, I put my opinion out there. I'm up for either one, and I guess it's just what will make sense for these guys now. But I think, like I said, both fights are very entertaining. I mean, me and Aldo, that sounds good, and me and Henderson sounds good as well. So I was just at the point of tired of waiting, man. I'm just tired of getting passed up, and who knows what happens in the lightweight fight. Who knows what injuries are going to occur,
right? And
how long that's going to take.
And then the other tricky thing is, again, if you fight him next and you beat him, are you okay with, a bunch of fights coming up at 145? Is that a life that you want to, is that a life you want to live?
Yeah, that's the exact thing. I mean, I gotta sit back and look at all the options. I mean, once they come forward and tell me something, because honestly, I don't know anything. I can look at my options and see what happens. I mean, I'm at 155. I'm comfortable, man. I feel I'm the number one contender. I'm right there. So it's not a fact of I'm trying to drop weights. I'm trying to cut down because it's easy way to a belt or anything like that. It's just I want to fight. I just want to fight. A year off you know, and this is all I do. So I mean, a year off just motivates you. And this year, I want to make this my year.
By the way, who are you picking, Benson or Gill?
I hope Ben. I mean, I think Ben's a tough guy. I mean, like I said, I got all the respect in the world for the guy. He trains hard. Seen him out in Vegas. You know, he's out there rolling around. He's a true champ, man. So I'm thinking Ben.
And here's the most important question of them all. Where did you get that amazing red suit that you were wearing on Saturday?
Man, actually, I was going to the store with my daughter, and I was with my little bro. He's like, man, I bet you want to rock that red suit right there. It was kind of a joke at first. I'm like, watch me do it. And I think I pulled it off pretty good.
It looked incredible. I mean, with all due respect, it looked incredible. And you had the red shoes as well, right? And I'm colorblind. I noticed these things.
That was I stole a page out of your book, man. I was like, well, what area of Hawaii wear with the suit?
Well, it was very impressive, and I was impressed with your call out as well. I'm very curious to see how this all unfolds. You know, kudos to you for calling out the champ, and now I want to. But Dana White should text you. I mean, the least he could do is text you to acknowledge the.
Yeah, I mean, I was expecting something back, but I mean, like I said, I think he's he has to make sure whatever he says is official at the time. So I'm pretty sure he knows I'm a little upset with what happened in the past.
Right. So keep us posted. Let us know how it goes, and good luck with whatever path you choose to take.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
All right, there he is, Anthony Showtime Pettis, saying that he wants to fight Jose Aldo. Want to get your take on this? Let us know what you think. Hit us up using the hashtag the MMA Hour. Let us know in the comments below. What would you rather see Anthony Pettis do next? Do you want to see him fight Jose Aldo for the featherweight title? Do you want to see him fight the winner of Benson Henderson versus Gil Melendez?